Hi everyone, welcome to Mondays with Yana. Remember, here I'll basically have a conversation class with Diego. You can take advantage on them to practice your listening skills, or you can use it also for speaking if you want to practice answering the same questions, or even writing if you want to write down the summary. So what's today's topic, Diego?
Marriage.
Marriage, okay?
Do you think getting married means giving up freedom?
Well, I think it depends on each person. I personally, whenever I start a relationship, I already am committed, meaning that I'm not with other people anymore. So if I get married or not, I don't think I'm losing any freedom there.
Do you think that since you got married, you've changed?
Yes, for sure. I have changed a lot. Why? Because it's in our nature that we are changing with the time, hopeful or not, that we get mature, that we learn some new things in lives, that we have some new experiences, and this happens independently if one gets married or not.
Do you think it's better to be single or to be married?
Again, it all depends. I personally prefer to share my life with someone. Why? Because it's double fun, it's double creativity. You can share, I don't know, your dreams, your good and bad moments with someone, and basically to me that's the nicest part of being with someone. But if you're single, on the other hand, well, you do everything the way you want to, you don't need to adapt to anyone, but then there's a danger of being lonely now and then, or maybe even depression. So I personally prefer to be with someone, but there might be some people out there that prefer to be single.
Do you think it's okay for a couple to live together before getting married? Why or why not?
I think it is. I would say it's even recommendable because when you're dating someone and only meeting a person outside of your house for fun, to go to the movies, to the theater, to the restaurants, whatever you like to do, it's very different than daily sleeping next to the person that maybe at some moment would even snore a little bit. If you can see your girlfriend not all pretty with the makeup in the morning when she wakes up, and you start getting to know your couple differently. Um, Different aspects of the personality, and you might discover that it's really a very nice person for you, or you might discover that maybe you would have to think if you would really like to share life with this person until you die. So I think it's recommendable to also try to live together before you get married.
Do you think it's okay to marry someone of a different race?
Yes, because I'm white and my husband is Diego is Hispanic. I don't think there should be any problem about this, especially because people of all races now live at different parts of the world. I mean, they only have maybe roots from certain continent or country, but I would like to mention, for example, the US, where you can see many people, for example, that look like Chinese people, but they're Americans because they were born there, just that their parents or grandparents were maybe from there. So they, in this case, they even share the same culture and everything. But if it's not this way, I think it could be very enriching for your relationship because you share two different cultures, two different histories, two different cuisines, way of thinking, mentality, dances, music. I mean, you have double, as
Food.
if you have. Yeah, I said cuisine.
Yeah.
You have double comparing to is as if you have a couple from your area.
Do you think it's okay to marry someone with a different religion?
I think there shouldn't be any problem as long as both of them are tolerant. Unless they are very decided what they want to celebrate according to that religion, and depending on what the other person thinks about it, if the person accepts it or not, there could be a little bit problematic. But I think it's quite an important factor in a relationship. And I think if two people from different religion meet, they should talk their everything very well out to make sure that they really could be happy together, no? Despite that they come from different religions. And if it's not possible, well, then maybe it definitely it's much easier if you look for someone from your religion.
Do you think marriages based on love are more successful than arranged marriages?
I hope so, because I fell in love with Diego. Um, I would say, well, a long time ago, Diego said that love is not enough, and I didn't agree. Now I do agree with him. It's a very important factor, obviously, but it's not enough to be happy. I think you have to, besides that, you have to be also tolerant. You have to respect your couple also, even if it sounds weird. Obviously, you do all these things when you fall in love, but then with the time they might disappear. And you have to be willing to adapt. And if there is an arranged marriage, well, I can't imagine how you do some very intimate things with your spouse. Um, I can't imagine to be married with a stranger and slowly getting to know this person. I don't know. I don't have the experience with the other situation, but for me personally, I think it would be hard.
The last question. I'm sorry, do you think marriage is very stressful for women?
I would have to say it's probably equally stressful for men. It's just that we have different topics. Well, women are normally busy with doing things in the house, taking care of the kids and everything. But I think an average man would say that we are nagging a lot, so I think it's pretty much balanced. See you on next Monday. Bye.